Good morning, class. Good morning, sir. So today we're starting a new chapter in our lives. Okay, finally, yes. But geometry, we will be practicing only. Okay. Now and then I'll give you a class test and so on. But one question in geometry. Okay. So see, that said, we are looking at graphs. This is a paper 1 topic. Okay, normally. So this is chapter 7 in the textbook we are using. So we're looking at firstly the coordinate plane. To represent x is equal to 2, as we have there, we can use a number line. Not so? And as you know 2, you just point here on the number. Not so? So if we need to represent that, it will simply be a dotted 2. Well, okay with that? But to represent y is equal to x plus 2, we need an x-axis. Remember, this is an x-axis here, no? If we're saying x equal to 2. We need an x-axis to represent the x coordinate, and we need a y-axis. Not so. This coordinate plane is called a Cartesian plane. Okay. I want you to write that down quickly. The coordinate plane. Yes? Sorry? Zoom in. Make it bigger. Pause the video at this point. Okay. So this is the Cartesian plane here. Can you see this here? This is your Cartesian plane. So if I should draw this for you, then we have a number line. Okay, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, and so on. This is a normal number line. That's so. Okay, that minus 3 is a bit far. You guys not grade 10 yet. Okay. Minus 3 is approximately here. So what we do is, this is your x-axis. So what they do is they take another axis like that, another number line, and they turn it and put it down here like this. Can you see that? Exactly the same thing. But here will now go in the same. You see that the spacing is the same. There's not minus. It's supposed to be minus 2 here. Not so. And then in the same spacing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Can you see that? Here's minus 1, a bit lower. Yeah. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on. Can you see that, people? I want you to draw that quickly now. You see, and this is called the Cartesian plane. Girlfriend, you okay? So draw that. Just remember that this spacing here is the same. So take your ruler and you make that spacing. Okay. You can use this as the lines on your page. Okay. Don't make one space very big and the next one very small. And it must be more or less even spacing. Okay. You guys okay with that? Even spacing. Okay. So we are told O is the origin of coordinates 0 and 0. We'll speak about that now. We just number this here. This is on page what in the book? Don't have the book open it. This is on page. It was on page 63. Okay. Okay, you all got this thing in your books now, right? So now we are told O is the origin. Can you see here? Here's your O, the origin. Okay? With coordinates 0 and 0. So make that note D. O is the coordinates, O is the origin with coordinates 0 and 0. Okay. Secondly, A, which is 2 and 4, is an ordered number pair. You write there again, that's your x coordinate and your y coordinate. Write that down. And I'll show you now how we plot that for you. Okay. Okay, so you see here, this is what we call coordinates or ordered number pair. Okay, either coordinates or ordered number pair. Now, the coordinates is always written like this: an x, then a y. Always. Okay, to always be written as an x, then a y. So if I write 6 and minus 7, then what is your y value? Negative 7. What's your x value? 6. If I got 2 and, or 3 and 8, what's my x value? 3. My y value? 8. If I got 2 and 0, what's my y value? 0. What's my x value? 2. So an ordered pair consists of an x value and a y value. Or coordinates consist of an x value or y value. You guys understand? Okay. So if I must take this number, which is 2 and 4, and I must plot that number on this Cartesian plane, or that coordinates on the Cartesian plane, or the ordered number pair on the Cartesian plane, I'll do the following. 2 is your x, so there's 2. Can you see it? And where's your y? 4, which is a bit higher than that, not so? Okay, so they didn't draw it in, so I'm going to draw it in, okay? That is normally straight. The board needs to be aligned for some reason. extending that there a bit. So 4 lies approximately there, not so? So there's y is 4. But together, it must form my coordinate. So you go across here. We can go either down or up. Which way do you think I'm going to go? Up. Because I'm going to meet the 4. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
And where it meets, it's approximately here. You all agree with that? So you go there, across, and that is your A, which is 2A. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Easy.
Yes, sir.
So plot it on your page. Then I'm going to give you another one to draw. Draw in. Let's call this B, which is 3 and 1. I want you guys to throw in on your Cartesian plane 3 and 1. Okay. And check your work on Monday, eh? For that work I've sent to the group. No, no. Okay, do you guys plot that in? Still busy? Okay. Just align the board while I'm waiting for you guys. So here's your x. Remember, it's an x and a y. So x is 3, y is 1. Where they meet. So that one goes up, the 3 go up or down? Up. And the 1 to the right. That's going to be B, which is 3 and 1. You all understand? Okay. Let's go with C. C being 2 and negative 2. D, which is negative 1, negative 3. E, negative 3 and 0. Okay? These 3, I'm going to come around and check your work. Okay? I'm going to pause the video at this point. Alright, so we said B, you got, so C, x is 2, okay, and y is minus 2. You see that, so where does it meet? There, which is C, 2 and minus 2, that point there. Okay, most of you got that? D, yes, D negative, you see there's an x and a y, people. So remember that 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. You can't put minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3 like that. Okay? I've seen that also now. So x is minus 1 and y is negative 3 here. Can you see that? So where it meets, that point where it meets, that coordinate, so it will be D, negative 1 and negative 3. Okay? Very few got E right. The x is negative 3 and the y is 0. You see a y 0 here? So where do they meet? There. No. Okay, you guys understand? Right, so now let's carry on with our lives. So now Okay, there's your coordinates. They plotted the 2 and 4 there. We did our own. Now they want you to write down the coordinates A to E. You must write down the coordinates A to E. Okay. Can you all see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a dotted line. You don't have to draw the Cartesian plane again. Is the dotted line making you confused? Huh? No. The A is in line with the 4. The 2. C, D, and there's your B. Alright, you guys know what to do? Yeah, I'm just going to do a dotted line on the dot now. There's D, so A, B, C, D, E. Okay. I'll leave it on for a minute and I'm going to take the dotted lines away. Okay. Must I do the first one? Yes. A. Then look at A. What's your X value on A? 4. What's your Y value on A? 2. It's 9, yes. Listen, everything in maths is nice, man. No, don't draw it. You just write down, it's on page, page 64. Yeah, this is right, page 64. So when you go home, you know exactly which page you're on. Okay. Yes, you do B, C, D, E. I'm going to put the F somewhere. F, G,
so what about
H. Right. So instead of A to E, we're doing A to H. You don't have to redraw, just look from the board. That O means the H. You look like you finished? I just put H now on the board. No, you don't have to draw it, man. Just write down the coordinates. Oh, I did it. Must I take it away again?
No.
What do you want?
Leave it.
You're telling me to leave it. It's there, but you want me to leave it there.
Make up your mind.
That needs a jacket, man, that you really didn't make you like this. People, relax your bones. Nobody must fight over the coordinates. Ooh, reverse, yes. Yes. Reverse. What's reversing, Kosa? Huh? Via Lumba. Huh? Uye. Uyela. Mu. Pi. Bu. Yes. And my Gaula become a Kosa teacher in 4 years' time. This doesn't look like it's going to work. Huh?
So you must practice everywhere.
Or rather we can't. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Let's look at. Okay, settle down. B. What's your x on B? Negative 2. And your y is? Oh, nice. C. Here's C. What's your x value? 2. Your y value? 0. Nice. D. Negative D. What's your x value on the D? 0. How many of your x's have a D? No, that doesn't make sense. 0. No x's have a D. Right. How many? What's your y value? Negative. Yes, my girl? Yes?
So during the exam, so do we have to draw the question?
If the question says, plot the points on the Cartesian plane, draw it. If the question says, write down the coordinates of A to H, do we draw it? No. It's only talk to me a little. E. E. Where's E? Wait. Here's E. Negative 4 and 1. You all got that? E. F. Where's F? Let us find F. 10. You right? 5 and negative 1. Tumilay. E, F, G. What's your answer to G, Michael? G. Your answer. You don't mustn't ask you a question. Sorry? Don't answer. Right, yes. Negative 4? Negative 4. G. H. 0. Yes. You see how easy this is? Yes. Can't believe it. Enjoy it, yes. Right, so let's look at this. Let's see what they say. Now we are told, note that every x axis, example negative 4 and 0. Negative 4 and 0 is that point. Negative 1 and 0. 1 and 0. 2 and 0. As a y coordinate of 0. Similarly, every y-axis, example 0 and 2, which is that point there. 0 and negative 1. 0 and 1. 0 and 3. As an x-coordinate of 0. That means to say, anywhere on your y-axis, x is 0. Anywhere on your x-axis, y is 0. You understand? Not O, it's not. So you want to say something, you say not. No, not O. You're going to get confused. No? Now, we are told the graph of y equals mx plus c using the table. The graph y equals mx plus c using the table. So you're given y is equal to x plus 2. Okay? You have seen a formula before, no? We have done this when we did functions and relationships in grade 8. Do you remember? Yes. You put the x in, you get the y out. You put the y in, you put the x out. Inputs and output values. Yeah, yes. So, yes, the spider thing, yes. To draw the graph, choose a few x values and calculate the corresponding y values. Do this using a table. Okay. So here's the table. So they have chosen values for us. So the values they have chosen is negative 3, negative 2, 0, 1, 2, and 4. So the first thing is we have to complete the table by calculating the corresponding y values. Right. How do we do that? Remember that the equation is given as y equals x plus 2. But what's your x in the first place? Negative 3. So we've got y equals negative 3 plus 2. What's negative 3 plus 2? Negative 1. So that corresponding y value is negative 1. Can you see that, people?
Yes.
Right, now you do it for the next one quickly.
So much start the table.
Yeah, you must. You write that down, the graph of using a table, given that, and then you draw the table and you write your page number down. Sorry? Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. The table? Not the table. This here? You must just write down what I've underlined, okay? Right. Is it busy?
Yes, sir.
Make quick. I don't want to keep you during break. I got nice stuff on my break today. Right. So, if you got y is equal to x plus 2, what's x in this case? Negative 2. So, negative 2 plus 2 is? 0. Not so? Let's go to the next one. Y equals 0 plus 2, which is 2. Van Boom, what's your next answer? 3. In front of Van Boom. Next. 4. Next person? 6. You all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Now, the values in the table can be written as coordinates. Not so? Where this is your x and that is your y. So it's going to be minus 3 and negative 1. Now you write the rest for me, okay? Let's finish?
Yes, sir.
Yes. The first one is going to be negative 2 and 0. The next one? 0 and 2. The next one?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. The next one?
2 and 4.
And the last one?
4 and 6.
You all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Is there any confusion? So what I want you guys to do for homework, you guys are going to take these points and plot it on the Cartesian plane. You guys know what to do, no? The lowest value is negative 3 on your x and then 4. So it's minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. The lowest value is minus 3. So yes, I've accounted for that there. The maximum value is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the x, you have 6 x's at this point. If she's saying it's a lot, then you know it's a lot. No? Right, what's the lowest on the y? Minus 1. And the maximum? 6. If I go to 7 to 12, it doesn't matter. Not so. But as long as I'm covering till 6. Okay, you guys understand? Let's put 6 there, no? Remember, the spacing is about the same. So you guys know what to do for homework?
Yes.
That's number 1. Then number 2, I'm going to give you this equation. Y equals negative 2x plus 1. You draw the following table, as you saw we just did now. The values I want you to use to make it 4. Okay, so you guys know what to do now?
Yes.
So the first thing is, you guys are going to plot those points on the Cartesian plane. On the second graph, on this one here, on the second equation, I want you to first work out the corresponding y values. Then let's put a value for y here. For minus 6. So you're going to work out that value there for me as well. Okay, the x value. So for this one here, you're going to complete this table using this formula. Then you're going to write it in coordinates. Then you also plot it on the Cartesian plane. Alright, you guys understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
People enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class. Somebody wants to take a photo for the group. No? You got it sorted out? Okay. You may leave.